Hey, my name is Ashland, and I'm the founder and CEO of Because. I just wanted to take you through a full overview of how our platform works and how we can help you increase conversion on your site. So, you probably found this video because you are an e commerce director or you're on the e commerce team at a Shopify brand, but you're super resource strapped and always looking for tech that can help you to optimize your conversion rate on site with as little time and energy as possible from your team. That's where we come in. Because is a female-founded tech startup, and we have been in the Shopify App Store for about 2 years. We work with brands like Tom Brady's brand, TB12, brands like Buchanan, Tomboy X. We work across a broad range of industries from apparel and fashion to home goods to beauty and cosmetics. We typically work with brands that sell anywhere between a couple hundred to a couple thousand products, and typically brands that have above 25,000 monthly site visitors, where you already have enough site traffic coming to your website to get into the place of thinking about conversion rate optimization. Now, you probably have a conversion rate that's in the range of like 2%, maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher, and you would do anything to get it higher. You probably don't have a specific goal of how much you want to increase it this year, but if you could increase it even by like, let's say 10 or 20% to get it into the range of the high twos or high threes, that would drive a significant impact in revenue for your business. I'm talking like 10, 20, or even $30,000 in additional monthly revenue. But your team is super resource strapped. You probably don't have a developer in-house. If you do have a developer in-house, you really don't want to have to go ask them every time you want to make a change to your site. And you are looking for a solution to be able to really do personalization and dynamic content at scale without all of the resources. Now, this is where I get to introduce our solution. So we are a no-code Shopify app that helps you to turn every page of your site into a dynamic landing page, as you can see here on our website. Gone are the days of creating custom landing pages, and we are introducing dynamic website content. Now, what does dynamic website content mean? It means that when a site visitor arrives on your site, we detect who they are. We know that they're part of your never purchase segment. We know that they're part of your loyal customer segment, and we can serve the right content to them accordingly. So the way that Because operates is we help to add text and image-based content into key parts of your buyer's journey that allow you to avoid creating custom landing pages for those buyer segments. So instead, you're using your existing product pages, your existing collection pages, and your existing site experience to dynamically adapt based off of who the site visitor is, based off of the time of year and promotion or sale that's going on right now, and based off of what product the customer is viewing. That essentially removes the need for coding a custom landing page that will be targeted towards the optimal conversion for the site visitors that you are sending to your site. So let's go through a couple of examples of how this works and your collection pages. So on each of these slides, I'll show you a mock-up of some of the customers that we're actually working with and what it looks like on their website. In each of these, in the top, you'll actually see the title of what the rule is that's being used to show the right message on this page. So first off, I will explain the concept of a text element, which is the first type of content that we can embed into your product pages and your collection pages. This message right here that says, "What are you waiting for? Get yourself geared up. Take an additional 20% off your order." That is an example of a text element. A text element is just a simple text-based message that matches the same styling as your product description and is really meant to be subtle and communicate information that the site visitor should know as they're moving through their purchase journey, that you really want to proactively address the concerns they might have that would lead them to eventually abandon cart and ultimately not purchase. This one is actually an example of a campaign that is targeting one of our rules using Klaviyo data. Majority of the industry uses Klaviyo. I'm guessing you are as well. So when you're using one of our messages on your product pages and collection pages, you can actually target those messages geared towards specific Klaviyo segments. So this is an example of a message that is geared towards a Klaviyo segment of never purchased. They've never purchased before. Let's go ahead and give them a promotion or a discount to move them through to purchase. Let's look at a collection page example. So this is an example, this red banner right here on Tom Brady's brand TB12 on their collection page. This one is targeted on their supplements collection. So this is using our product data. This is one other type of rule you can use to target product data associated with collections, tags, price, inventory, stock, and any other product data that might be relevant. And all of your rules can actually be intercombined with other rules as well. So this one is combined with both that collection rule and that Klaviyo segment rule. So this is actually geared towards site visitors that we have survey data on. TB12 has a survey that's powered by a third party called Octane. And all of that data is powering which message is being shown to which site visitor based off of what we know about them. So if this is a customer that would be best served their Perform product, they're showing a message that tries to get the customer directed over to that Perform product. The next example is using Klaviyo campaign data. So if you're sending out a ton of email campaigns in Klaviyo, when those site visitors are arriving on site today, I'm guessing that they have a pretty generic experience, that you're treating them the same way that you are treating everyone else. The way that we do it through Because is we are targeting site visitors if we know they're coming from a campaign, they're clicking on that email, they're arriving on site. Let's show them a relevant message related to what they just clicked on to really continue that messaging. The same can be done here for UTM targeting. If you have a site visitor arriving from an ad campaign and you want to show them the same message that was used in the ad experience. The next example we have is for site visitor data. So we've already talked about that Klaviyo data. We talked about that product data. The third data type is site visitor data, which is essentially targeting the site visitor and how much they actually have in their cart or what they have in their cart. So in this example, this is basically detecting that the site visitor has a certain dollar amount in their cart. It's telling them how close they are to unlocking free shipping that is dynamic to Club Ride's free shipping thresholds. And then it's actually suggesting what to add to cart as well. So it's a good cross-sell and upsell opportunity to get the customer to add more to cart and actually hyperlink them over to that page, which will open in a new tab. The other option that we see on this page is a questions about sizing opportunity, which is really just geared towards, again, addressing those customer concerns in advance of the customer dropping off, in advance of the customer abandoning cart, going ahead and addressing those sizing concerns for anyone in the apparel and fashion industry, or any types of like measurement or guarantee concerns associated with the home goods industry or any other product that you might sell that has any product details that are really crucial, even like ingredients in the beauty and cosmetics industry. The next example we have is an example of a new site visitor campaign. So this is geared towards site visitors that are new to site. They're in that like get started section or maybe just your all products collection page where you really want to gear them towards the right step in their journey. Let me go ahead and pause here and jump into the product itself so that you can see some examples. So we are embedded directly into Shopify. So you can see the Shopify navigation on the left. Our experience is embedded right inside of that. And what we can do here inside of the platform is it's essentially a completely no-code experience to manage all of your campaigns at scale and really be able to A/B test these messages to see how they perform. So in this example here, you can come in and you can create a campaign. You can choose by product page type or collection page type. We also have cart coming soon. You can go into your campaign creation flow here. You can edit all of your text. So if you want to type in different text and change it to be whatever you want, you can also change like your container. So if you wanted to change this to a different color, you can also switch to a simple text-based message if you don't want any of that styling. And all of that is here for you to completely edit on your own without the need for a developer. The next step in the experience is to set up all those rules. So those rules that we were talking about in all of those examples are geared towards our rules engine. So the rules engine here includes those 4 different data types, that product data, which includes your collections, tags, price, inventory, stock, all of that metadata associated with your products. You can also target based off of that site visitor data, so UTM parameters, URL that the site visitor might be arriving from, and number of site visits to see if they're new to site. Cart data, so total dollar value of the cart, what products are in the cart if you want to upsell or cross-sell. And then finally, that Klaviyo data. So if you wanted to look at Klaviyo segment, Klaviyo campaign, or even Klaviyo flow for abandoned carts. The last piece that I'll show you is our A/B testing dashboard. So let me just go here into the A/B testing tab. Every single message that we push live on site is with an A/B testing focus. Typically, merchants see between a 10 and 50% increase in conversion rate in the first 90 days of using Because. In the first 14-day trial, we attempt to prove a 3 to 6x ROI for you to say that this is a no-brainer to move forward with the platform and ultimately cover the cost of the platform in the trial experience. But every single message that you add to your site is going to be geared towards A/B testing. So you can see all of your A/B testing results in a cumulative fashion, or you can see them on a per campaign basis. So for example, you can see the site visitors that did not see the campaign, which would be the 50% that are in the control group. You can see the other 50% that are in the test group where they saw your new message. And then on the far right, you can see all of your results in real time to see your impact on add to cart rate, conversion rate, AOV, all of the above. You can also check the specifics on each of these. So that's a little bit of an overview of how Because works. I'll walk through a little bit about our trial experience, and I would love to take you through a demo to share a little bit more about how all this works and give you some custom examples for your team. So in our trial experience, we typically prepare about 5 to 10 campaigns for your account. We don't publish anything live without your permission. We prepare all of those campaigns in draft mode in your account, and we basically suggest the best strategy for you based off of your available data sources and based off of the strategies that might be most impactful for your industry and for your stage of company. From there, we A/B test all of those campaigns during the 14-day trial in order to prove that 3 to 6x ROI, and then we have monthly billing from there on out. Someone on our team is happy to help you figure out which plan might be best for you, depending on the features that would be most applicable to your store. But you can book a demo by going to our website and then clicking the Get Started button. It's the best way to get connected to our team and go through a custom demo. Thanks for watching. Cheers.